C and D parts of the vector don't make any difference at all. Oops. We'll talk about that. It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time that you've been here, my name is Ian and this channel is all about music and art, and we're going to look at this beauty, which is the Yamaha SY22 vector synthesizer. Now, the Yamaha SY22 came out in 1990 and it is a very underrated and interesting synthesizer. Other vector synths came out about the same sort of time, such as the Sequential Circuit, Prophet VS and the Korg Wave Station. None of these, I have to say, I've played, but the SY22 was certainly the most affordable of its kind. Rumour has it that the design ideas came from the development team of Sequential, since they worked for Yamaha for a short period of time. Vector synthesis was first developed by Sequential before Yamaha bought the company, so you can see where the connections are. The secret to the SY22 is the Vector Joystick XY pad, which is a clever and simple way of blending sounds. And you can have 4 sounds that can be morphed between the levels, tuning and other parameters of the 4 sounds on the XY pad. The keyboard itself was a much smaller sibling to the now very fondly remembered SY77. A synth packed with features that took the workstation concept to a new level. The SY22 features much less, including zero filtering, but the same sample meets FM synthesis that's in the SY77 is there, although it hid much of the FM synthesis action from you. The SY22 is quite simply a vector synthesizer. It's also simple to use and to program, and the SY22 has no filters at all. Interestingly, 4 elements can build a sound, 2 FM, 4 op frequency modulation and 2 AWM sample playback. It also has a built-in effects processor for reverb and delay. You cannot tweak the effects except for intensity. The SY22 has something special about it, and although it has no filters, you can think of it like a good 4 operator FM synth, which can provide in a single sound program 2 DX7s and 2 sample based sounds at once, all mixable with the Vector stick. You can imagine how complex the sounds can be. It is an instrument for people who love complex, beautiful digital sounds, and for those who take their time to program their own patches, which I have to say is not me. It will reward you with amazing results. Lastly, the SY22 is best for strange, complex pads, for soundtracks and ambient stuff. It has an okay acoustic piano, but that is not its strengths. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a brief look at it, and then in other videos we'll actually go through the preset sounds. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at how the vector control works. And the way that we're going to do that is we've just picked the first pattern, which is P11 Genesis. Let's just have a listen to that first before I do anything else. I've set it to the middle, and here we go. So there's a few complicated things going on there. So let's just move the vector control around. Right, so same C chord. have a button here which says vector play, and if we have it switched off, the vector control basically doesn't work. Let's just try another sound, and we'll pick something random here. How about 54, whatever that is? Mute guitar. It's not really having much of an effect on that, is it? That's P57, which is funk bass. And then it's something called Electric Rhodes, which is obviously like a Fender Rhodes type sound. The C and D parts of the vector don't make any difference at all. Oops. The C and D parts don't make any difference at all, but get a very plinky toy piano type sound. Let's just randomly pick another one. Let's go for 73. What's that? Crystals. The middle first. Now, just to go through some of the other settings, we're on presets. There is a set of internal memories. I don't think there's anything. They're all initial programs on this, so this synthesizer's probably never been programmed. And we'll have a quick listen to the demo. You can also fit a card into these with a whole load of bank of sounds on. So let's just have a listen to the demo and then we'll wrap it up. So that's the demo, which I have to say was very 1990s. The drum sounds are pretty poor by today's standards, but you get an idea for some of the capabilities of the instrument. So thanks so much for watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll actually start going through the banks of preset sounds. Cheers now, bye bye.